Disneyland just dropped a foodie guide for its Lunar New Year celebration, arriving at Disney California Adventure Park from January 17th through February 16th, 2025. Let's get right into the foodie guide, telling you everything that you need to know about this festival when it comes to its snacks. The first thing I do want to highlight, though, is that Disneyland says this is a joyous and tasty celebration of Chinese, Korean, and Vietnamese cultures. There will be entertainment around the park, and they do kind of dabble a bit into downtown Disney and also the Disneyland Resort hotels, which we'll cover in a bit. But really the food is focused mostly around Disney California Adventure, and like I said, we're just gonna cover the food today. So starting off with how do you get into this event? First thing I want you to know, it is not a separate ticket. It is included with your theme park admission to Disney California Adventure. However, you do need to buy the snacks. So you can purchase these snacks. They usually run from like $6.50 all the way to $8.50, just depending on the snack that you're getting. However, in order to save a bit of money, if you're gonna get a bunch of snacks, you can buy a Sip and Savor pass. And the really cool thing this year is there are 3 different designs that you can get. So they have one with Goofy and Clarabelle, one with Mickey and Minnie, and then also one with Donald and Daisy. And Disney says that these are paying homage to Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean cultures. So it's pretty cool that they did this year. And I think we'll be able to choose which ones we want. Where do you purchase these? Typically, you purchase them at the food booths themselves. However, you can also purchase at many of the other shops, including Elias & Company, Julius Cass & Sons, and Seaside Souvenirs in Disney California Adventure. What's the pricing? We don't know quite yet. Usually these passes are about $7.50 per tab or so. And then if you're a Magic Key holder, you get usually another $3 off. So what I'm gonna do is I'll have to do a follow-up video with the pricing on this. So make sure you give me a subscribe to make sure that you're following along with any updates coming for the Lunar New Year and also Disneyland in general for 2025. So let's go down. There's also going to be a cool little handy gift cards that you can use. But really what we want to talk about right now is the food. So also another important note is that the Sip and Savor passes, they can be used for snacks and non-alcoholic drinks. You cannot use them for alcoholic drinks. Starting off with the mini char siu pork shanks, with rice and pineapple chutney. So I usually really like the char siu at Disneyland. I usually find it really flavorful. It's got a nice smoky flavor in general. So these look really good. I am very excited for this new item. They're also bringing back the strawberry milk tea macaron, which is with strawberry buttercream. This was pretty good last year. I did enjoy it. I always like the macarons that they have at Lunar New Year. And if you're wondering, macarons and Lunar New Year, I'll just say this. Not all of these snacks are going to be, well, most of these snacks are not traditional. These are like a Disney-fied version of it. So just keep in mind this whole celebration is a Disney-fied version of a Lunar New Year celebration. I'm sure Southern California has many other Lunar New Year celebrations. In fact, if you know any that you recommend, leave them in the comments below. I know I'd appreciate it, and so would other people. There's also going to be a brown sugar milk tea. This is new with Joffrey's Coffee Tea & Co. tea, and then also has brown sugar syrup, and also maple and butter pecan syrup. So that sounds pretty tasty. And that is a non-alcoholic beverage. And however, there is an alcoholic beverage. It is the dragon fruit cocktail with dragonberry rum, and this one's back, and also 5 spice syrups, lime juice, and more. There's going to be the Lunar New Year Mickey-shaped light up straw clip, which I'm going to cover later because they show it later in the guide, but these are all the beautiful pictures from that. Scrolling down a bit, let's talk about what's going to be at the Longevity Noodle Company. So these pictures up top show the return of the garlic noodles. These are always a hit. Here's the thing, they're not especially spectacular, and they almost seem like they're spaghetti noodles, but there's just something about the mixture of the Parmesan cheese and the garlic butter. I mean, doesn't that just sound like, I don't know, it's definitely a fusion here, but they're just really good. So I think that's why they keep bringing them back over and over and over again. New this year, however, is, and then also the shrimp lo mein noodles, which I liked. I didn't love, but I liked. The tropical coconut cooler is also a new item this year. So this is non-alcoholic beverage with coconut cream, coconut milk, jackfruit syrup, dragon fruit syrup, and more. So that sounds really tasty and refreshing, actually. And then we also have the Lunar New Year Mickey shaped light up straw clip here too, and a mandarin citrus mule with mandarin vodka. Ooh, that sounds really good. Okay, that might be on my list for new drinks this year because I love ginger beer, and a mule is always up my alley. Okay, Lucky8 Lantern will have the return of the quesadilla egg roll. So here's the thing, and it has a consomme that you dip it in. I believe they first launched this one in 2023, and I wasn't a massive fan of it. So I didn't try it again in 2024. I maybe did toward the end, but I don't remember it from 2024. But everybody said they changed the recipe on it, and it was way more flavorful. So I am excited for that one. I'll try this one again. But one thing that's not pictured here, I believe, unless it's that red one, maybe it is that red one. I don't think so. I feel like, oh, maybe it is that. It is that. That's the chocolate firecracker. I thought it wasn't pictured. I thought that was a drink. But now that I'm looking at it a little bit closer, that is clearly a dessert. It's got the little firecracker stem. So, okay, this is light chocolate mousse, chocolate ganache filling, and then chocolate almond. Oh my gosh, all this sounds so good, you all, with Dove dark chocolate. I want this so bad. Okay, it's so fun too, like a little firecracker. That's what it looks like. So, that's new to this year. Then we also have the guava lemon grass cocktail. Why can't I say that? With silver rum and guava nectar juice. Sounds really delicious. And then the Year of the Snake margarita with tequila, lime juice, kiwi syrup, and mango puree. Interesting. Okay. And then it also comes with a snake gummy, which do you see the snake gummy like slithering on the top of it? I really want them to have like a snake character this year, like a surprise snake character. I don't think they're going to. What are they going to do? Like Caw or who else is a snake character from Disney that I'm not thinking of? Like, because there's Indiana Jones snakes. I know there's one major one. Oh, like from Robin Hood. I've never really seen a snake meetable character, I don't think, at the park. So I don't think that's going to happen, but it would be really cool if they could do something like that. Maybe for Oogie Boogie Bash. So anyway, I digress, but some fun things at the Lucky8 Lantern booth. Okay, so Prosperity Bao and Buns is also back this year. I love a bao. So the Kung Pao bao is back with plant-based chicken. So I'm pretty sure this whole one is plant-based. It doesn't have the plant-based label, but it says plant-based chicken. Toasted peanuts and scallions. I do remember thinking this one tasted pretty good. Then the red panda bao, which was one of my favorites from Pixar Fest, is going to be returning for this event. With jumbo pork and vegetable bao with chili garlic sauce. And the garlic sauce with everything was great. And it was a big bao. Like, it was really big. You could share it with someone you don't mind biting out of the same things with. Then we have the Harlan Raspberry Yuha Lemonade, and the strawberry lychee cocktail. So we've got, that's a new one. There's going to be also a skewered lime gummy. So all these, there's lots of drinks here. Lunar New Year, Beer Flight. There's hard seltzers, IPA. And then the straw clip is also going to be here. The straw clip is going to be everywhere. And like I said, I'm building up excitement to show you the straw clip, and then you're going to see it and be like, oh yeah, that's cute. Okay. Red Dragon Spice Traders will have one that I'm super excited for. The new fire chicken wings with sesame seaweed crunch. That sounds so bomb. It sounds like it's going to be like salty and spicy. Count me in. And then also the spicy gochujang chicken tacos. Ooh. This whole booth sounds bomb. And everything here is new. Okay. Red Dragon Spice Traders coming back. I think this one is usually by Little Mermaid, but sometimes they move these booths around. So that's why I can't really tell you where they're going to be or show you on the map. There's also little maps you can typically pick up and walk around with. Really handy. And then there's going to be a new peach vodka with ginger cocktail. Okay, so going down to Wrapped with Love, we have a pho dip with rice noodles, sliced beef, shaved jalapenos, pickled onions, and pho broth. Sounds so delicious. I love a pho sandwich. And then we also have the return of the fried lemongrass chicken dumpling with plum sauce. Mandarin orange chicken cream puff, which I feel like we've had before, but they're saying this one's new with citrus cream and mandarin compote. So maybe this is like a new version of this. Didn't we have this? Maybe it looks like something else. I'm not sure, but if it's new, I'll try it. And then the Taro Vietnamese style iced coffee is back. It's got coffee, cocoa powder, and condensed milk. This one's so pretty. I love that color. Okay, so that's the end of the booths, but there is still more food we can talk about, like Aunt Cass Cafe. So keep in mind, not just the booths may take the sip and savor passes. Sometimes there's going to be like versions, like smaller versions of snacks offered at other places, or you can get the full version. Like this one says, this almond cookie bread pudding. It says with a gooey almond center. Oh, sorry, I'm like getting way too excited. And whipped topping, y'all. So you can use this with the sip and savor pass. But y'all, the bread pudding at Aunt Cass Cafe, I would say like 80% of the time is not just good, it's great. Sometimes it's been a miss, and I've been like, I'm not about that. But this almond cookie bread pudding sounds amazing. Then they have the snake-shaped sourdough. Do you see that? The little tongue and everything. So we have the picture of the almond cookie bread pudding as well as the snake. So all of this sounds really good. Then, so that's in San Francisco Square. And Award Wieners, which will be in Hollywoodland, has... I guess there's really nothing new here. The Bulgogi Pizza is also back at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta. I'm really trying to cover the new stuff, but looks like that's just the case here. And then new this year, we have a mango and coconut sago parfait with layers of coconut sago pudding, mango passion fruit compote, and mango yogurt mousse topped with coconut and Mickey decorations. So I think that one is this one up here. Okay. I would try that. It sounds like almost like it could be a little on the earthier side. So you guys know I'm always down for that. If you've seen me talk about earthy flavors, I love that. Okay, so I'll just scan over some of the non-new ones. We have the Dalgona coffee bundt cake is back at the cappuccino cart. The green tea horchata, and then Clarabelle's hand scooped ice cream is gonna have a new sundae, and lychee sundae, and the mandarin orange cream puff. And then at Hollywood Lounge, there's going to be a new mandarin citrus mule. So is that like the other one we had up there? Maybe it's a bit different, but this one also has apricot purees in it, so I don't know. Then over at Hollywood Lounge, we have the mandarin citrus mule, the new one with mandarin vodka, grapefruit liqueur, and apricot purees. So Lamplight Lounge, if you want some table service and you want to try some new items, always love that. There's going to be a couple new things, including the Vietnamese barbecue pork chop with spicy garlic noodles and chili marinated cucumbers. Ooh, that sounds actually really delicious. Okay, might need to book a reservation at Lamplight Lounge. And then also the green tea donuts. So all these look bomb. I will just say, these are not always offered at the walk-up. You may need a reservation, and you know how hard Lamplight Lounge is to get a reservation. So make sure you book ASAP if you're planning on doing that. Paradise Garden Grill has some new items, including what's listed as a plant-based beef and broccoli. So it's marinated steak tips with fried rice, green onion, and toasted sesame seeds. Now, I will just say, and they said there's also a tasting portion available with the Sip and Savor Pass. Now, I will say, like, it's weird to me that it doesn't say like it's marinated plant-based steak. It just says steak. But since it's labeled plant-based, I would just double check before you purchase this if you don't eat meat. In case this is a typo here, I'm pretty sure that it's not. So just something to check out. So there are a bunch of returning favorites, but I want to just scroll down to some of the newer items. So we're also going to have a new strawberries and cream roulade with toasted almond slices, and there's going to be a tasting portion for that one. We got the return of the tiger milk tea, and then there's also going to be a hard peach tea seltzer, as well as a strawberry lychee cocktail with bourbon, strawberry puree, lychee syrup, and lime juice garnished with a skewered lime gummy. And what else do we got? Pim Test Kitchen's got something new too. There is a Legend of the 10 Spices flatbread. Oh, that sounds awesome. Kung Pao beef. Wow, okay. With sesame spread, toasted bok choy, and Napa cabbage served with onion cilantro, salad garnished with heirloom radish and chili threads. Wow. Okay, Pim Test Kitchen. That sounds fun. So we definitely have a Shang-Chi snack. I don't think we've ever had a Shang-Chi snack. So that's really fun. Smoke Jumpers Grill will also have fire chicken wings with sesame seaweed crunch. So the one that I had shown previously at another booth. So it's also going to be there. That's pretty interesting. And then Sonoma Terrace will have the garlic noodles as well. So it looks like they're doubling up some of these, which is kind of fun. The Studio and Catering Company will have Mushu Pork Burrito. So this one's going to be in Hollywoodland. So I always liked Mushu Pork like wraps. So this sounds really delicious. With sauteed vegetables, egg, fried rice noodles, and fried rice and crispy noodles with a side of plum sauce. Because I always have it with plum sauce. So the fact that they're going to have a whole burrito with that, this could be a big win. There's also going to be a scallion pancake tostada and with fried scallion pancake, bulgogi beef, kimchi aioli, and spicy scallion salad. And so that'll also be available with the Sip and Savor Pass, but not the Mushu pork burrito. There won't be like a snacking size for that. And then they're also going to have the brown sugar milk tea here as well. Always a hit are the Mickey-shaped hot dog buns, the brioche-styled Mickey-shaped buns with stuffed hot dogs. Now, I'm not a big hot dog person, so I feel like I always just think this is okay, but I know it's kind of like a traditional thing, so I understand a lot of people love this one, look forward to it, and you can use the Sip and Savor Pass with it, so pretty good. Then there's also going to be a sweet taro bread. That looks really good with the with cream cheese icing, taro cream cheese icing, and condensed milk. So you can find these at some of the outdoor vending carts around Disney California Adventure. There's usually one near San Francisco that I usually go to if I want to grab one of these things. And then there are going to be some new churros you can try. So there's going to be a Vietnamese coffee churro, which will be available at the churro cart next to Goofy Sky School, and also Senior Buzz churro on Pixar Pier. So wow, okay, there's going to be a Lunar New Year snack at Pixar Pier. And then churros at Hollywoodland will have the toasted sesame and red bean churro with as a classic churro with toasted sesame sugar and red bean whipped topping and sesame. Wow, how do they even get toasted sesame sugar? Like how does Disneyland acquire toasted sesame sugar? That's pretty cool. And then Bing Bong Sweet Stuff will have a firecracker marshmallow wand, as well as a Mickey Lantern caramel apple. Don't sleep on the caramel apples at Disneyland. There's so many people who have not had one in a really long time, and if you revisit them, you'll be pleasantly surprised. So now let's talk about some of the novelties that are coming. So we have at Disney California Adventure Park and the Disneyland Hotel at the Coffee House, and at the Disneyland Hotel, Disney's Grand Californian Hotel in the lobby, you'll be able to get the Lunar New Year stainless steel tumbler. Looks like it has Donald on it. And then also the Lunar New Year Mickey-shaped light-up straw clip, which will be available at all those different locations I was listing. But if you want a little bit more coverage, they're going to be at Boardwalk Pizza and Pasta, Chiller at Paradise Gardens Park, Churros at Hollywoodland, Clarabelle's hand-scooped ice cream, Corn Dog Castle, Paradise Garden Grill, and select outdoor vending carts and Smoke Jumpers Grill. So usually there's like $7.99 plus the drink. Usually it says you have to buy it with a drink, but I guess this time it doesn't say that, so you don't have to anymore. Okay, so now outside of the parks, you can also enjoy there's not too many other spots, but the Coffee House at the Disneyland Hotel will have Dalgona coffee bundt cake over there, which we also see at Joffrey's Coffee Sharp, the cappuccino cart outside of San Francisco Square. And then also there's going to be Honeydew Collins, which is gin with coconut honeydew, lime leaf, and elderflower. So then the Grand Californian Hotel will also have the Dan Dan noodles. So this will be at the Craftsman Grill at the hotel. This is kind of by the pool. So I think this is gonna be its own take on that. This looks like it's not a new item though, but you'll also be able to get it at the bar. So this is also kind of outdoor space by the pool. And then they're also gonna have a new Moon Dragon premium soju. So that sounds really good. So the cart inside the hall of the Grand Californian Hotel also has its own snacks themed for Lunar New Year, including the new Lunar New Year Mickey shaped sugar cookie. But there'll also be pretzel rod sticks, crispy rice treats, and you can also get a macaron box, which look like these. So Hearstone Lounge won't have anything new, but it'll have some drinks and snacks that you can try there as well. And that's inside the Grand Californian. Pixar Place Hotel, though, will have the Great Maple will have a 5-spice sugar donut holes served in a Chinese takeout box. So that looks really fun. You have all these little dipping sauces, including chocolate sauce, raspberry sauce, and whipped cream for dipping. That sounds really fun. Going down, the Sketchpad Cafe will have, oh, look how fun that is. So this is also in the Pixar Place Hotel. It's going to have the coconut custard bao bun here. I believe that's what that is. And then there's also going to be a giant brown butter and lemon fortune cookie. Okay, so over here, and then red velvet and cream cheese whoopie pie, the strawberry and chocolate chip overnight oats, interesting, and coconut matcha latte, as well as a taro dirty milk tea. So even though it says dirty, it is going to be a non-alcoholic beverage. So just keep that in mind. Downtown Disney District at Ballast Point will have sweet and spicy sticky pork ribs. Oh, I love sticky pork ribs. I'm so tempted to go there. 1 pound of St. Louis ribs tossed in. Oh my gosh, you guys, this sounds so good. Okay. The Beignets Express will also have Lunar New Year special glazed beignet with green tea matcha glaze with white chocolate drizzle. So this is that window that's next to the Jazz Kitchens, where you can just pick up beignets. So those sound ridiculously good. And then you also have the pork belly bao bun tacos. All of this sounds so good at Centrico and Paseo. Okay, cool. So lots of fun, delicious bites you can get. Centrico is the outside spot that replaced Yuba Bar, and then Paseo is the main restaurant, which I still haven't dined at, by the way. Jazz Kitchen will have a snake in my boot cocktail with rum melon liqueur and pineapple juice and half and half. Some of the other ones that have some returning, like the Bon Mint pizza. And then you also have the serpent's tail, which is crab, cream cheese. Looks like it's like a sushi roll at Splitsville, as well as the lychee martini, also at Splitsville. Then they kind of give you some stuff, ideas for kids, like things that kids will like here. The garlic noodles are a hit, snake sourdough bread, the firecracker, the milk tea, and the red panda bao. That's it. We went over the foodie guide. So let me know, what are you most excited to try from this year's Lunar New Year celebration at Disney California Adventure? I will also post a full foodie guide in the description so you can check it out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help me out. And subscribe if you want more Disneyland updates.